what other type of feedback you got, and if the queer community is something you keep in mind when creating those characters.
Yeah, actually, that's a really interesting question because from the LGBT community, the reaction to Felix was brilliant. I did receive a couple of little things from the straight community, actually, where they felt that he was a bit of an ugly stereotype and he, he was a bit of a cliche, over the top, blah, blah, blah. And my response to that has always been this. You cannot collectively, as a society, decide that you are only going to represent one part of a minority. It's like saying that you've represented black people on television because you air an episode of The Cosbys. That is not true. Just like you cannot put an episode of Modern Family on and say that you've represented the LGBT community. That's unfair, it's exclusionary, and it's irresponsible. So I feel that Felix... I just don't know when as a society in television and film it sort of only became okay to represent gay people in like the traditional sense where they have a great job and well-adjusted parents and maybe a surrogate or adopted child or what, like when was that the only way you could represent gay people? And I also feel that it's a little bit unsavory that anyone from the straight community comments on, because this person's comments were, if I was a gay man, I would be a fan. I just think that's not fair because you're not a gay man. You don't understand that. That's so irresponsible as a journalist, as anyone who is writing on a public forum. Not good. So that was my reaction to that. I love Felix to death. Cliches and not cliches and everything. And maybe that's a choice he makes consciously. Maybe it's a defense mechanism. Maybe there's a million reasons why. He's so much. There are so many more interesting things to Felix than who he's sleeping with.
Who is Felix sleeping with? I want to know.